Interim administrators at Mortimer Jordan High aren't interim anymore. I'm Robert Carter, and this is NJNtv. Principal Barbara Snyder now holds that position permanently. Snyder was promoted from assistant principal to the top job when longtime Jordan principal Dr. Byron Campbell retired at the start of the last school year. Snyder had a long career as a coach at Irwin High School, which recently earned her a spot in the Alabama High School Sports Hall of Fame. Assistant Principal Aaron James also had the interim tag removed from his title as well. Jones had transferred to Jordan when Snyder moved up. The Jefferson County Board of Education made those moves last week. A drugstore that was part of the old Norwood Clinic complex is moving to Fultondale. The Norwood Apothecary is leaving after the clinic's offices moved and left the old complex nearly empty. The drugstore will move into the old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center at Decatur Highway and Walker's Chapel Road. It'll be 2 doors down from the Norwood Clinic Diagnostic Center, which is moving into the space the grocery occupied before it moved across the street. Owner Bobby Wilson said the drugstore lost most of its neighbors when the clinic moved out. The new store will feature a coffee bar and free Wi-Fi internet access. It's expected to open in the next few days. All the desserts you can eat for just $5. That's the deal Alabama Teen Challenge has in store at its second annual Taste and See event on July 11th at Gardendale First Baptist Church. For $5, you can sample cakes, pies, and many other desserts from local restaurants and bakeries. This year's event also features a contest for cooks who want to put their best treats up against others. The event benefits the Teen Challenge Women's Residential Substance Abuse Program, which houses up to 31 recovering women. For more information about entering the contest, which the deadline is Friday, contact Neely Vance at invance@alabamaTeenChallenge.org. This thing is good, by the way. I went last year. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Stop that. Sports and weather coming up in a moment. While I stop drooling, here's this from the NJN Community Calendar. In sports, it's state tournament time for our local Dizzy Dean youth baseball teams. Gardendale will host the 7-year-old state tournament this weekend at Moncrief Park and the 11-year-olds at Gardendale First Baptist Upward Park. There are several local teams involved in these events, and in addition, the Gardendale Maroon All-Stars won their 8-year-old regional and will play in the state finals in Jasper. Coach Keith Miller has had a pretty good couple of months, to say the least. His Hayden Strikers 10 and under softball team went through its park ball season undefeated in 23 games. Then the Hayden All-Star team, featuring 4 striker players, went on a 20-0 romp through 4 tournaments on their way to a state championship. Hayden had to get by a tough Blount County team in the state semifinals, but Miller sent his daughter Charlie home on a passed ball to win the game. They then beat Mountain Brook in 2 straight 6-0 shutouts to win the state title. It's the first undefeated season ever for a youth softball team from Hayden, possibly the first for our entire area. The final USA Today high school softball poll of the season is out at last, and Mortimer Jordan finished ranked 7th in the nation. It's the highest ranking ever for any Alabama team. The Alabama Warriors have a bye this Saturday after a 24-6 romp over the Gulf Coast Pirates of Biloxi, Mississippi last week in the Premier Football League. They'll travel to Montgomery next week to take on the South Alabama Seminoles. In weather, high temperatures may be dipping a bit in a couple of days. The NJN 4-day forecast shows highs for Friday and Independence Day around 93, but scattered showers are possible starting Saturday and running on into next week. Nighttime lows should be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Monday will see the best chance of some very needed rain. Coming up in Saturday's edition, Franco, the Morris Police Department drug dog, has a sweet new set of wheels. On Independence Day, we remember a World War II veteran from Fultondale who passed away last week. The city of Gardendale gets a new website that's easier for users and saves the city some money. And in sports, we'll have all the bases covered with this weekend's youth baseball tournaments. All that and more in Saturday's North Jefferson News. And that is NJNtv for Thursday, July 2nd. Hey, we're on Facebook now. Go to facebook.com, search for North Jefferson News, and become a fan. You can even watch NJNtv there. Of course, we're still online at njeffersonnews.com, and you can follow us on Twitter as well at NorthJeffNews. By the way, we'll be taking off Friday for the holiday, so our office will be closed. They do let us have a day off once in a while around here. I'm Robert Carter. Have a great 4th of July, and so long.